This week on CountryMusicJunkies.com, we have a very cool new band, the Devious Angels. On the phone line with us today are Stevie and John, the duo that makes up Devious Angels. Guys, thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Thank you.
All right, so now I have to ask, right off the hop, Devious Angels is quite an interesting, very unique name for a band. Where did that come from?
You know, it kind of just came from our last names. My last name is Devious, and her last name is Steve. And so devious wasn't a real word. So if you put the two together, you get devious. And there's a lot of our favorite bands that just have angels in the name. So we just tagged that on the end, and there we had it. So
it seemed to work out. Yeah, pretty good.
No, I like it. It's definitely
there was a better story.
I tried not to put too much thought into it, but it came one day, and we just said, let's just roll with that.
Yeah, it just kind of stuck, and hey, it's definitely memorable, so that's a good thing. Now, how did you two get together to form Devious Angels?
Well, we didn't really know we were going to form anything, or we didn't really try to. We met at a songwriting camp, so to speak. It was Skip Ewing's songwriting thing that he has out in Wyoming. And we were selected to go, and it just turns out that we were both from Nashville. I guess it was like worldwide, like it was a competition that a lot of people entered, and
wow.
8 people got selected to go, and John and we both met out there and realized that we lived but we had mutual friends and everything, but we just when we came back from the writing seminar, we just started writing together, and just kind of we really clicked in that way. Started singing the songs that we wrote, and people just really liked to hear us perform them. So I think that's where it all kind of started. Really.
That's awesome. And so, I mean, you guys didn't know each other at first, but found out you're from the same area. That is definitely a very cool story. So you formed Devious Angels. For those listeners who aren't familiar with their music yet, can you kind of tell us a little bit about what you guys are all about?
What we're all about is sort of, I guess we're learning just as much as everybody else is. We just kind of come together and just write stuff that we like and hope everybody else does. And it honestly to us it's just as new as it is to everybody else. So
I think a lot of people ask us, like, well, what kind of music do you do? And of course, I think our influences come through. I mean, we like country, we like rock, and just kind of like all of the above. But the main thing is to write a good song, and I think then musically you get to be really creative around the song, and whatever it comes out as is what it is. And
it kind of goes all over the map, I guess. It's the best way to not explain anything at all. So,
it really confuses people.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. Hey.
That's a better answer for you.
Well, from listening to your extended play, your self-titled extended play with 7 awesome tracks, you definitely have a little bit of the folk sound, rock, country mix, and hey, that's awesome. It definitely is a lot of fun, and I think listeners would really enjoy it. Let's talk about the extended play. What can people expect to hear from that?
Pretty much what you just said. Just a lot of songs that sounds like a big breadbasket of music. I don't know. Like you said, pop, folk, country, rock. Really, the best way to describe it to each individual person, unfortunately, is just to ask them to listen to it themselves, and everybody sort of takes a different thing away from it. The unique thing that we found is that almost every single person you talk to has a different favorite song.
Yeah.
I don't think we've talked to, out of every 10 people, we'll hear 7 people with 7 different favorite songs, and it's really hard to pin down what they like about any of it. They just, I don't know, it's all over the map, really, which is, that's a first for, I know, me, and I'm pretty sure for Stevie as well.
Yeah, it's really cool. I like the responses that we get, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's got to...
It makes it really hard to figure out what song to direct people towards for us, because we don't know what to tell people what you should listen to, because we have no idea what each individual person's going to like. So it's good and it's bad, I guess.
Oh, yeah, I would say it's a good thing. I mean, if people only like one song, then that's, not as good as people liking all sorts of songs. So I think that's awesome, and definitely check out the Devious Angels website to hear their music on there. Now, John, you actually co-wrote most of or all of the songs on the album.
Yeah. Well, that sort of came about more by accident than by planning. It was really, we got together, and Stevie was really doing very much more like R&B, soul stuff.
Oh,
and,
wow.
More, bluesy.
R&B, but really, I was on the other realm of music at the time.
And that was sort of what she was up to, and I had a country band and a rock band before, and I had sort of been steered more towards Nashville, and so it just kind of made more sense as to what the songs we were writing, that we had started writing in May or June or whatever time we got together, to do more of the ones that I had already had, just because it sort of more fit into the few songs that we had written that people really liked.
Right.
At the time, we really just started doing this in June, and I think we went into the studio in July, toward the end of July, so
wow.
we had a whole catalog of songs together that, that we really had to lay down, and we do have 2 that we wrote together on there, and that we had really written probably in that month, probably June or May. And but now, the next thing we release, I don't think there'll be one song that we didn't co-write together, just because that's pretty much all we do. We sing and play shows and write together. That pretty much encapsulates everything we do. But I guess to answer your question, that's why it's sort of on the first release. That we're not we didn't write everything together because we didn't know each other that long, or hadn't been doing the Devious Angels for very long before we recorded. So.
Absolutely. Well, we expect great things from you guys. I'm sure everything will go very well in the next little while. You guys are touring. In fact, you're on the way to a show right now.
Yeah.
We're going to Lexington, Kentucky.
Big Blue Nation, baby. And the Cats just won last night. I want to throw that in there. And we actually we'll be releasing a video, our first video, here in the next couple weeks, and that'll be up on our website, thedevious.angels.com, and our Facebook page. That if you go like that, you'll be updated and keep in the loop on everything we're up to. And so we're trying to stay busy right now, I guess.
So if people want to check out your shows when you guys are on the road, that's all on your website as well?
Oh yeah, yep.
Awesome. And what music video, which song are you releasing a music video for? Is it something on the EP or a new one?
Yeah, actually, it's
Totally. Yeah, it's on the EP. It's on the album.
Oh, great. Well, we'll look out for that soon, and stay tuned. So if fans want to access more information about you, you mentioned the Facebook, Twitter, social media stuff, and then your website, of course. And if they want to actually talk to you guys, do you have the opportunity for any fans to get in contact with you directly?
Yeah, the best way is either Facebook or Twitter. Our Twitter handle is Devious Angels, like the 3 letters, DVS. And, other than that, the devious angels at gmail.com will always answer any that's the best way to get a hold of us, I'd say.
Yeah.
Well, that is great, guys. Thank you so much for joining us this week. We would love to stay in touch with you guys, and we wish you all the best of luck with the next coming music video and songs and the show tonight, of course.
Well, thank you.